So let's see what we have here on our Baobab windowsill. First part looking a bit plain, but we do actually have one just popping here. That should probably come up today or overnight. Another one here you'll see is probably 4 or 5 days, just shooting up some good growth on that one. And if we look closely, there is actually a second emerging. Still a bit of soil around the seed on the top of the plant, but that should come through in a couple of days. Along here then, we've got a couple of other in pretty good growth. You'll see in this pot we've recycled some old food plastic cartons, put multiple seeds in. There's another one popping alongside this plant. In here we've actually got a new one this season against an old one from last season that was dying out and looking a bit spindly, but we've kept it there. And if you can see closely, I don't know how clear it is, but there is actually a bud shooting here. The top part's looking a little bit dry, but we'll keep that in and see how that does. There's a couple more shooting up here, and this one here is actually from last season. So again, this had died back completely. We were left with the trunk of the tree and no leaves, but that's budded at the top and that's doing pretty well now. Another little experiment in here, we've got a very small one which died back completely. Again, don't know if I can just focus on that a little bit better. But in here, very small trunk, it's quite thick, it's got a strong root, so we'll leave that in and keep watering it from last season and see how it does. A couple here in some other pots where we've recycled old cups, and those really could do with replanting. We put in a few more again up here. This one here doing quite strong, probably about 7 days now worth of growth, and this one next to it has actually just popped up overnight, so that sprung up quite quickly. Didn't even see that one yesterday. What we'll do with plants like this one is eventually cut back the side shoots and let the centre grow more like a tree. And what we'll probably do in our next video is show you an example with this one. It is looking quite spindly, and you'll see that the leaves are quite close to the base, so we don't need those. We want to create a tree formation similar to this one to create our bonsai shape. This is looking quite nice at the moment. The base of the trunk is thickening out quite nicely. I don't know if you can see, there's a slightly different shade of brown here, and if I was to uproot that, I'll see a very thick root which will need cutting at some stage to stem its growth and maintain it as a bonsai. We will show you this in future videos. We'll let this tree grow this summer season, and then we'll probably require some root treatment, and hopefully it'll be a nice size and shape to maintain as a bonsai going forward. So that's a little update from us, from our little Baobab windowsill, and look forward to the next video. See you soon.